Welcome to Lucidity, the Six-Sided Nightmares.
Whoa, what was that? Sorry, this is Colin from One Stop Co-op Shop. I don't know what's going on there. But today we're going to do a playthrough of Lucidity. This is designed by Shannon Kelly and published by Renegade Games. This game is a 1 to 4 player game. It's a competitive game normally. We'll be playing it solo. And just for full disclosure, this game was provided to me for free by Renegade. Asked me to do a playthrough. I said certainly. So hope you guys enjoy it. This should be all in one video. We'll do a quick setup and jump right into play. The first thing you want to grab is one of the player boards, okay? So I'm going to grab this one. Now, the remaining player boards actually have different types of enemies on the back, nightmares that we're going to try and go against, okay? So I'm going to shuffle these up quick, and we're just going to see, let's do this one. We're going to go against the Lady of Envy. What we need to do to set up the Lady of Envy is we need to populate her spooks. How we do that is we grab this bag of dice, and I'm going to grab them one at a time and place them out onto her card with the spook side facing up. Once you've done this, you'll want to look to see if there's any special requirements for solo play here on this part of the board. So it says here, when you spend power to reroll unresolved dreams, place that power at the top of the spooks row. And you'll see how that works in the playthrough. You want to get your 4 nightmare cards ready and available to use. Hopefully we don't have to use them, but if ever one of our tracks gets too full of dreams and we have to put out one of these nightmares, that's what these cards are for. There's also a really nice player aid here. This is mostly the same for a solo game, just there's no nightmare turn because you can never turn into a nightmare. If I turned into a nightmare, who would I attack? So in the solo game, no nightmares. Now on the back side, it also shows you the different types of dreams that you can be rolling. So there's blue dreams, green, yellow, and red. Each of these are a die, and these show you the 6 die faces. So those are all the different dice in this bag. Before we jump into the playthrough, let's talk quick about how you can win and lose the game. So you can win if you gain 15 power. And how you're going to do that is rolling dice that have the power symbols, and you'll place them on here, and if you get up to 15, you automatically win. The other way you can win is if you have used up all the spooks on the Lady of Envy card, and there's none left there, and then any of the unlocked nightmare cards, you at least have 2 power per nightmare card that is unlocked. So let's say this nightmare is out, I'd have to have at least 2 power. But if these 3 nightmares were unlocked, then I'd have to have 6 power, otherwise I lose the game. Nightmares get unlocked whenever we complete one of these rows. So if we completed the row of envy, then that would mean that the nightmare of envy would come out. And then if ever we completed the envy track a second time, automatically lose the game. So we have to be very careful of where we're placing dice. This is definitely a push your luck game, but it's a lot of fun. Let's get started with the playthrough. So the first thing we do is we determine which sleep track we want to use. We can either start by choosing 3 dice from the bag, 4 dice, or 5 dice. The more dice we choose, the more likely we are to get power, but also the more likely we're going to roll shadows and fill up these tracks. So I kind of like starting right in the middle. So I'll place this token here to say we're going to grab 4 dice from this dice bag. So I'll mess them up, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. I've got 4 dice. Now what I need to do is return 2 of them to the bag. I think what I'm going to do is return the 2 red ones to the bag, just because I know what spooks are coming up on Lady of Envy's card. Now what we're going to do is roll these dice and resolve them. Let's give them a roll. You'll always resolve your power dice first. So we'll place this yellow die right here. Then we would do hunt if we had any hunt. Oops, that's over here, sorry. Then we would do exhaust, which is what we have. So we're a little bit exhausted. We have placed 1 die in the exhaust area. If we fill this all the way up to 3 of our dice for here exhaustion, then we have to lose some power and end our turn. So now the question becomes, we just did the 4. Do we want to draw 6 dice from the bag, remove 2, and roll them? There's more chances of bad things of happening, but we also could get more power. I think for this round, what we're going to do is we're just going to call it a night, and we're going to rest. So when we rest, we can either eliminate all of our exhaustion dice that have the moon and the 2 Z's, or we could remove 1 shadow if we wanted. We could also do something that is specific to solo only, and that is re-rolling spooks. If we wanted, we could give up this power die and then grab yellow dice that are clumped together on the spooks row and re-roll them. And any that we get as power icons would go into the bag. It's essentially helping get rid of some of the spooks that are going to go onto our board. But I'm not ready to do that yet. I only have one power, so I'm just going to end my turn. What we have to do then is grab the 2 dice on the bottom of this row, move all the other dice up 1, and we have to place those 2 dice now onto our actual mat. We had a red shadow and a blue shadow. Normally when we place shadows in these tracks, we'd have to do their abilities, which usually aren't good. But when you're grabbing spooks and placing them on your card, you don't activate them. You're just filling up those rows. So now we finished our first round. Let's do our second. I think let's be a little riskier. Let's do 5 this time. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, lots of blue and green. We know a red and a blue are coming in from the spooks row, so let's remove these 2 and roll these 3 dice. Come on, give me lots of power, lots of power. Yeah, only 1 power and 2 unfortunate shadows. The 1 power, great. Now, the shadows, we can do them in any order that we want. We're going to first do our green one, which says to re-roll 1 dream of the next player's choice. When playing solo, that's always the first power die that you have here. So I'm going to have to re-roll this. But I'm also going to place this blue one here, and we have to draw and roll 1 dream. So we'll just grab one from here, and we're going to have to roll a green and a yellow. Ugh. As you can see, this can go bad quick. Oh, we got a power at least. But we have another shadow. We have our second power, which is great. But then we have to place our shadow right here. Now this says rotate 1 exhaustion to its shadow's face. And the reason you do that and that's not good is you can only ever eliminate 1 shadow face dice when you rest or all of the exhaustion dice. Fortunately for us, we don't have any here, so we don't have to worry about it. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to spend this green power, put it back into the bag, and now I can find as many green dice that are connected in the spooks row and re-roll them. Here in the spooks row, you can see there are 3 green ones connected. This one is not because it is, well, it's not adjacent, but let's say it was even diagonal. You can't do it if it was diagonal, but you see these 3 are all orthogonally adjacent. So I'm going to grab these 3 and re-roll them. Any power symbols I roll will be eliminated. Look at that, 2 of them. Okay, great. So 2 of these are going to be eliminated, put back into the bag. This one will go back onto the spooks row. Now let's just say I had rolled this exhaustion. It would stay at that exhaustion and go back into the spooks row. So it's also just a good way to kind of clear out that spook so it's not as bad what's going on to your board. We can place this wherever we want. So I'll place it here and push these down. And you know something that I forgot, this Lady of Envy. When you spend power to re-roll an unresolved dream, place that power at the top of the spooks row. Oh, you know what? We didn't have to do that because we use power to reroll spooks, not to reroll unresolved dreams. Because that's something else you can do. You can always spend power to reroll the dice. I haven't done that yet, but if I do, I have to put that power back on top of here. And I don't really know if this is right, if you're supposed to do this, but I generally am thinking that you need to have 2 each row if you can. So that's what I'm doing. I really probably should stop here, but you guys know me. I like to push my luck. So I'm going to go to 7. I want some more power. Maybe get rid of some more spooks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, look at all that green. 5, 6, 7. Wow, I can remove 2. I'm going to remove, oh my gosh, 2 green. The yellow isn't terrible, although if I roll 3 shadows with these yellow, I'm in trouble. But let's see. Come on, power dice. Wow. I got 1, 2, 3 power dice. Unfortunately, though, I do have 2 more shadows, and they're both yellow. First, we resolve the power, so I'll place all 3 right here. But then we do these. Now, here's the thing. We still don't have any dice in the exhaustion area, so that's okay. But we have 3 there, and I'm definitely going to stop for this round. So I'm going to rest and take 1 shadow off, and then I'm going to grab the 2 spooks that are at the bottom of the row and place them on our board. Now, these don't activate. Don't forget that. They don't activate. But they're just filling up our rows, making it very likely. If we roll another blue, we're going to unlock the blue Depths Nightmare. And, I think I'm going to take back something that I said and did. I'm not sure if this is right or not, but remember I moved that over to make it equal to 2. I don't think I get to do that because this will mean I have to survive another round if I have even just one die in each row, because I have to clear the whole spooks out to win if I decide to do it that way. So let's make it a little harder. Let's do it that way. For this round, I'm going to do 4 dice, and I'm going to only keep 2. And hopefully this won't be terrible to us. Yeah, another yellow. That's terrible. And another green. I'm going to remove the yellow. Oh, no, the blue. The blue and the yellow. So we're just going to roll the 2 green. Come on, power. Let's see some power. Okay, we got 1 power and 1 exhaustion. That's not bad at all. We'll place our power here and exhaustion here. Then we'll move up to 6. I don't think I'm going to do that. What I am going to do is spend this power so that I can re-roll some spooks. Do you see how I grabbed a yellow power? Well, that's so I can re-roll all 3 of these dice. We're looking for some power here. And we got no power. That was completely a waste. And they're all shadows, so it did absolutely nothing. Well, that's okay. I just wanted to waste some power. I mean, who really wants power anyways? So we'll end this round. I'm going to have to place these 2 spooks on our board. And we'll move up the rest of these. Before I do that, I can rest. So I'm going to get rid of 1 blue. But now we're going to have 3 red and 1 green. Ugh. Okay, let's start the next round. Do I want to do 4 or do I want to do 5? Maybe get some more power? I don't know. I'm going to get 2 yellow at the end of this round. That's not good at all. So I think I'm going to do 4 again. Let's be on the safe side. All right, mess these up. Here's 1, 2, 3. Oh, no yellow. That's awesome. And 4. Okay, blue's not bad, red is bad. So let's do these 2, and let's just roll a green and a blue. A green and a blue for me and you. Oh, 2 power. Heck yeah. I gotta say, 2 power, that was pretty awesome. And you know what? Let's go to 6. We can do this. We just don't want yellow. As long as I don't pull yellow out. 1, 2, 3, and I pull out 2 yellow. Oh, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to have to roll 1 yellow. Wow. So we're definitely going to get rid of these 2 yellow. I got too cocky. Let's roll these 4. Let's see how these nightmares treat us. First, we resolve our power. So we'll place 1 power here. We're almost halfway to 15. I might go that way. I don't know. Then we place a second exhaustion. Terrible. And really bad, we place our 4th red shadow. But here's the thing. You may move 1 shadow to a hunt space. Yeah, we're going to do that. Now what that means is that if this ever gets filled up with hunts, we've been hunted and we're dead. We lose the game. That's an automatic lose. And then finally, we'll put our blue die here. And that means we're going to have to draw another shadow. Not a shadow, another dream. It's probably going to be a shadow. Hopefully not. Let's see. We have to roll this. Come on, power. Let's see some power. Nope. Bummer. That's going to get placed here, and we now have to convert one of these to a shadow. Oh, boy. And so I'm definitely going to rest now, and I'm going to get rid of this one. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter, because we're going to have to place 2. There's nothing we can do about it. We're going to unlock the yellow nightmare. We know that green is coming up soon with more yellow and then blue. So actually, let's remove a blue. Okay, now we're going to grab the 2 yellow. They're going to go here, and we have just unlocked the Nightmare of Imprisonment. So what we do is we discard all of these, and then what we have to do is grab this card, and we place it out on the board. What this card means is, first of all, we are now going to need to have at least 2 power out if we want to win the game by running out of spooks. Second of all, anytime we roll yellow dice or draw yellow dice from our bag, we're never going to be able to return them. We're always going to have to roll them. And now, if we fill that imprisonment track a second time, done. We've lost the game. So that wasn't great, but if you look at this, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more rounds to go. We have a chance. We're definitely going to go on the lowest sleep track possible here. We're only going to grab 3 dice. Hopefully none are yellow. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we definitely don't want to roll the red and we don't want to roll the green. So we're just going to roll 1 green. Looking for some power. Come on. Yes! That is amazing. 1 power is not too shabby. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use this blue power here because I want to re-roll some spooks. I used a blue die, hoping that I can at least eliminate one of these, and then I'll get us one less round we have to play with. Come on, just one power somewhere. That works. That's one power. That'll go back in the bag, and this will go back out on the spooks. We'll place this right here, and then that will push this down, and now we only have 1, 2, 3 more rounds instead of 4. Perfect. We're going to end here and place both of these on our player board. 2 more rounds then. When we rest, we're going to take this die off of here. Perfect. But now we have to fill up these 2 tracks. 2 more rounds. I think we can do it. Let's do 3 again. I don't want to roll many dice here. I'm not looking at getting 15 power at this point. 3 dice. Oh, we have a yellow. So we have to do the yellow. I might as well remove those 2 and roll the 1 yellow. Here we go. Oh, man. I was really hoping for some power. You know what? I think we're going to spend this 1 power. We'll have to put it on the spooks row because we're doing this, but we're going to re-roll this die. Come on, power. Yes! Oh, awesome. We'll place that power right here. We're definitely going to rest, and by resting, we'll remove one of these blue dice, the depths, and we have to place a blue and a red here. Now we have to survive 1 more round. That's it. We're going to be placing a yellow and a blue die. And actually, our yellow die is a power die. So we just are going to be placing a blue die. I think we've got a chance. Let's just stay at the 3. Let's see. We'll grab 3 dice right here. Oh, perfect. I'll remove 2. Oh, these 2, and we'll just roll 1 blue. Oh, it's going to be kind of nerve-wracking. Let's give our blue die a roll. Oh, yes, that is power. That will do it for us. We can simply place that power right here. Then we'll rest. We'll remove 1 of these blue dice, and we'll grab the last 2 dice that have to be placed on our board. Awesome, and this is power. That'll go here. We have 9 power, so we have more than 2 because we needed 2 at least for this Nightmare of Imprisonment. So that's it. We just won the game. There are no more spooks for us to put on our board. Boom. Heck yeah. Wow. I've only won this game twice. And I've played it, I think, 6 times because it's a really quick, easy game. And there's all these different types. So we just did the Lady of Envy, but there's, the Primeval Fear, and they all have different abilities, different hard abilities. There's even one where there's 3 dice and you get to choose which 2 to use. Or like this one, you'll put exhaustion dice each round. So it's cool. I really like how they're all a little bit different. It provides a nice solo experience. Really quick, all you need is the 80 dice in this bag, someplace to roll, and you're good to go. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Renegade, for letting me do this playthrough. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.